Okay, we'll see if YouTube will accept that upload. It's over 16 minutes, so um, I have no idea. Um, July 8th, 2024, historic year. Snooze, you lose. Um, if you want to be part of the next 100 years. So I was reading that email that I was composing for, or yes, Gold Rush is on. Right. So there's a three-pronged thing that people can profit, so to speak, from working with us. Let's see. Then what did I say? I probably should probably cut 90% out, but did I mention membership? No, did I mention ownership of some of the assets generated in a project? Yes, I did. That's what we just covered. And yet you want those IOUs you will never be allowed to cash. Gives a look of doubt. Uh, you cherish your US dollars. You hold them greedily in your hand. Do you realize that those are really nothing but an IOU that you'll never be allowed to cash? Think on that. And maybe offering might be a lot more appealing. I don't know. Some new incoming mail. You've got mail. It's one of my few impersonations I try to work on from time to time. You've got mail. You've got mail. Anyhow, so don't get too attached to your fiat currency. It's going to go away sooner than later, in my honest opinion. So that kind of gives us a sense of urgency. We want to get enough assets built up that even if the U.S. dollar goes away, we're still wealthy. Let's see. Here we don't some principles and that'll give us trust and authority with our customers is we don't rug pull. If you don't know what that is, ask me sometime or go ask your mother. And we try to back our tokens with RWA and utility. That is to say, they're either backed by real world assets and or they can be used to do something. They have utility. 2024 right now, I've seen it 50 years. I'm telling you, folks, I've seen it time and time again. This is the year, low hanging fruit. Let's just sop up the gravy. Like I said, if you're not part of it this year, years from now, you're going to be going, oh man, and you'll probably want to get into it. And you know what? It'll be too late because the market will be saturated and the dominators will have claimed their turf and yada, yada, yada. And as an aside, keep in mind, those dominators aren't likely to be Google, Microsoft, Meta, who else is there? Whatever that Musk character is into. That's not the future. Those things aren't the future. Um, that kind of a J curve from almost nothing to being one of the most wealthiest companies in the world potentially is there. So enough of that for an intro. So what else are we got? Low footstool, a thing going to my, I guess one of my videos, and it's been a long time since I've tried to professionally present myself. So, millionaire life, billionaire mind. The network is the computer. I call it the grand computer. And end of transmission. So that's cool. That's the stuff I'm working on there as an intro. But I don't want to work on it now. I'm done. That's it. We are done. Oh, wait a second. No, we're not. This is a never ending story. Yikes. I don't have to be here. I don't have to do this. Oh, wait. Maybe I do. It's one of my ideas I'm working on. Call it head dancing. Oh, only 5 minutes or so. I really should yak for a few more minutes. Okay. What do you want to talk about? See, part of the rub is I don't want to ask anyone to do anything they don't want to do. Interesting story. I think it was MacArthur or Eisenhower. No, it was MacArthur. I think it was MacArthur. He was saying how he acts as a general is he doesn't so much issue orders and tell his team to go do this, go do that, and stuff like that. He seeks to get buy-in such that they can see what he's trying to do, and so they want to do it. I need people. We need that kind of team leadership, right? And I've got stories, I've got experiences almost, well, not almost, actually, everything in my life has revealed itself to be a lesson to me. Um, it's the it's the systems developer in me that always leaves an other or miscellaneous or some basket for exceptions, because there'll always be exceptions. If you're a systems developer and you think you can develop a system that has no exceptions, I'll give you that look of doubt. Really? Really? You can do that? You think you can do that? And as a senior systems developer, my estimation or respect for them has just gone down a bit. So, I mean, there is just so many vectors that we can go with this. I want to develop a team of elite Web3 developers that we can call the Red Team. Now, what a red team is when you're like a consulting agency, which we'll probably do too. Um, if a project runs into a snag, if there's a trouble, there's a problem that those dispatch the interns and apprentice, the workers to do the project, uh, need expert help, then we throw in the kind of like a SWAT team, right? We send in the red team. And members of the red team have every right to be very proud of their accomplishments and such. Enough about that. I won't get into certification and that sort of stuff. Another guiding principle for Green Terramer is trust and authority. Two of the biggest, most valuable things, other than humans, on the internet is trust and authority, and you can lose it so easily. But conversely, if you can get known as being trustworthy, and that leads to your becoming an authority, and we can set ourselves up as authority. We will. We'll set ourselves up just about any market we intend to dominate, we'll be an authority. As an entrepreneur, I know how all that stuff's done. And it dovetails, oh, there's a fun term. It dovetails with my experiences in um like affiliate marketing, um and such. Quick plug, remind people that at my height, I had over 150 websites running. Yeah, back around 29. Anyhow, yeah, the intern thing, I would welcome someone who wants to learn to be a webmaster. I can use webmasters, IT, all the IT stuff, hardware through, well, Web3 development. uh, this is all just tip of the iceberg. There's so much in my vision that I'm trying to implement. Uh, I don't know how long it would take anyone to really cover it all. But suffice to say, I'm doing it so you don't have to. Um, Fun, joy, smiles, laughter, Murdao, Murdao, MIRDAO. That would be the token we use for voting. Um, what the business does, what the company does or doesn't do. Every stakeholder gets a say in the matter. But that's not the same as having stock in the company. That's another token. Probably the Tare token, as I typically call it. But see, this is another thing. Think of it when you start looking into this stuff. Don't think we're going to mint one token, or that we're trying to go IC. Well, you want to know a secret? We probably will go ICO at least by 2035. Um, but that's not our target. That's not what we're going for. That's not what we need to have a going concern of a business that can provide this millionaire life to the owners. We're all the owners. Take ownership. Own your day. I own my day. That's one of the things I've really gone through over the last year or so is I tell myself, I own my day. This is my day. Again, plug for I've been self-employed since 2002. And a lot of the alternatives, if they had been successful, I've come to thought that wouldn't have been better. That wouldn't have been a good thing. So here we are. What do you want to do?